Alright, guys. I'm calling this one my testimony, but not on a religious level. It's more on a drug addiction level. For anybody that's struggling with drug addiction, or that has, because I did for a long time. As you can see, I have no teeth. I'm now 31 years old. I started using when I was probably 13, something like that. You'll have to forgive me if I'm talking kind of low. People are sleeping. Try not to wake them up. Anyway, I started when I was about 13, drinking, smoking, and by the time I was probably 15, 16, I was high every day, all day. And it's a wonder that I'm still alive. But the grace of God, or maybe just sheer luck, I'm still here. Not unscathed. Mind you, I've had my run-ins with the law, misdemeanors. I'm a felon, but I want this to be a message of hope for anybody that's been in that same situation that feels like they can't catch a break. And the chips are stacked against them. It's my one addiction left. I was on everything that you can imagine. I was what I call an equal opportunity drug user. I drank every day. I smoked every day. If there was meth, I'd do it. If there were pills, I'd do it. If it didn't involve me putting a needle in my arm, if I could get around that part of it, yeah, I'd do it. I didn't care. And I did some really, really sketchy things. And put myself in a lot of dangerous positions. Hurt a lot of people. In various ways. But one night in 2009, I was pulled over in Texas. That's where I'm from. And that's the night I caught my felony. I had just about a gram of meth, which here is just, it's a state jail felony. 2 years. But it was my first offense. So, now, had they got me pulled over even 3 hours before then, nah, I probably wasn't going to be making this video. But, so anyway, all that happened. September, I went to court. Got my probation because it was my first offense. And me being a little badass that I was, I didn't care about no probation. I was going to do what I was going to do, no matter what. Consequences be damned. Well, I keep going to bars. I keep smoking weed and all that. Failed every piss test I took. For some reason, they kept giving me chances. I wrecked 2 cars, driving drunk. One, I was going down a dirt road. I missed the stop sign. I hit a ditch. I was in a minivan. I hit a ditch. And I caught her. Hit this ditch, went through a fence, ended up in a field that I couldn't get myself out of because I was so fucked up. And it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just sleep and figure my way out. Well, I wake up the next morning to a sheriff's deputy at my passenger side. And this lady, she was nice enough to not take me to jail. Apparently this field was only like 90 feet away from, so it belonged to somebody. It was private property. A few months later, again, I got drunk. I was driving home. I fell asleep at the wheel. I ended up going off the road into a ditch and up into a tree area, brushy area. And the only thing I remember about that is EMS workers. My dad was in EMS. He was there. He was trying to get me out of the car before the cops showed up. It didn't happen. DPS officer showed up, did the whole breathalyzer, da-da-da-da-da. He actually arrested me for DWI, but for some reason decided to let me go. I guess because my dad was there. So I ended up going home with my dad. couple months later, I go to court for that. I get another year of probation. So I already know I had to go report that day. And this was June 10th, 2010. June 10th, 2010. The night before that, I'd already made up my mind. One of two things were going to happen. I was either going to prison or I was going to rehab. And I knew it wasn't going to be my choice. I had some stuff, some weed and some things. So I just smoked it all. High as shit. And that was June 9th, 2010. And that was the last day I got high. June 10th, 2010, after my court date, I go report. I tell my probation officer, I'm not going to pass your drug test. I said, you can either decide to revoke me or you can send me to get help. Because that's what I really need. Prison wasn't going to do anything for me. Except make me bitter. So she agreed. And I spent the next month and a half in county jail waiting for a bed to open up. Once the bed opened up, I went to Lubbock, Texas to what they call CRTC. And I was there for about a year. And it wasn't easy. There was nothing easy about it. And even when I got out, there was nothing easy about it. And so that's one thing that people need to understand. It's not easy. You have to completely change your surroundings. The people around you, the people that you used to be around, even if they were good people, and would support you in anything you wanted to do. If you're in recovery and they're still doing the same shit, you have to let them go. And that was a lesson I had to learn. And that's what I did. I met my wife in 2011. And really, if it hadn't been for her, again, I probably wouldn't be making this video. You have to keep positive people around you. You have to realize you're not the only person going through this. if you're going through it and you know it's messing your life. I knew for years that what I was doing was fucking me up. Counseling is a good thing. If nothing else, get some outpatient counseling. If that's the only thing that can be done, that's fine. Go talk to somebody. Get some shit off your chest. But I just thought I'd make this little video and let everybody out there know that's struggling with this. We're not alone. Lots of us have been there, and lots of us have made it. It is possible. And it really is better on the other side. You just have to really want it, and you have to work for it. It's not going to just happen. But that's all I have to say right now. Peace.